Ideas survive not because they're true, but because they're interesting. And you're like, huh, that's interesting. This is bad news. But then he's kind of proving his point in a meta way. And then he says, well, what makes an idea interesting? He says, what makes an idea interesting is when it departs from conventional wisdom. If something just affirms your assumptions, you don't get curious. You don't get intrigued. There's no surprise. And you're like, boom, confirmation bias, all good. When you're interested is when you're like, huh, that's the opposite of what I would have thought, or that's different from what I would have believed. And I don't think specificity gets you there. I think if you have a really specific story that confirms everything I always thought was true about the world, I'm not that excited.
Yeah.
And so don't you think that specificity needs to be coupled with surprise?
Sure.
Good.
By the way, I don't think
I rest my case.
That guy's
Thank you all so much for coming.
That guy's theory of what's interesting, not terribly interesting. I mean, it's the